Hello, this is Skim. I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
And we're inviting you into our 28th year anniversary feast. This is how we do it. If you can see the crabs here.
I can really see it.
Can you see it?
We didn't really want to go out.
Ah,
We just wanted to
look at that.
stay in.
So
And
here's
then
the 28 years
Oh, yes.
of
My
marriage.
sparkling water.
I would say 28 years of bliss, but it hasn't been 28 years of bliss. It's been about
I would say I would say from year 10 it got better each time. Each year.
So I'd say starting at about year 10. So I guess at about 18 that have been pretty good, and the last 5 have been really excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So our point with doing this, guys, is we want to just encourage those out there that haven't been married very long, and maybe they're struggling. Because people look at us and they say, oh, you don't know what it's like. You have a great marriage. Well, that wasn't always the case. The first 7 years of our marriage were really rough. And I'm talking...
It was bad.
It's bad.
Like at one point, we got into a fight and I said I didn't want to be married to him. And so he ends up trying to take his wedding ring off his finger, but it got stuck and you couldn't get it off. And so he ends up going into his toolbox, getting wire cutters, and he cut his ring off, and he also cut his finger at the same time. And then was yelling at me because he cut himself.
And then one of my friends nicknamed me the jeweler after that. So it was bad, guys. Mm-hmm. And we just wanted to encourage you that if you've been married 1 or 2 years, things aren't going well, seek help. There are counselors out there, maybe involved with your church or even online for a very reasonable fee. And it'll help you to move from where you're at to where God would have you be in the marriage covenant. So we just wanted to encourage you guys. If we had quit after the 3rd year, 4th year, even 7th year, we'd have never known what it's like to grow a relationship into what I think a much more godly standard or way. Struggling for words for this, but just wanted to encourage you to not stop, not to quit, that it can and will get better if you pay attention and actually are very purposeful in how you proceed from here.
Yeah, and even like today, I mean, we were just talking about we're still learning. We have not arrived by any stretch of the imagination, and we're still learning about each other. Excuse me, about each other, and so it's just, again, it's just you have to have that mindset that you're not going to give up. It says love never fails, never gives up. So
yeah, and we just want to encourage you to have a very resolute mindset when it comes to marriage. And the resolute mindset says there is no quit, there is no divorce. And when you get into that mindset, then you say, well, I better get busy making this as good as it can be because I can't quit. Mm-hmm. And so it really forces you to go into conflict resolution, really deal with some hard things so that you can get past it and be better.
Yeah, and I was going to say, even more importantly, before you get married, really scrutinize the person that you are going to say these vows to, because I think it was Focus on the Family. It said, when you're dating, have your eyes wide open and be looking for every little red flag. And then when you get married, your eyes should close, and unfortunately we do the opposite. We have our eyes closed when we're dating and we're in that, blissful stage where we're not, paying attention to any of the warning signs. And then all of a sudden when we get married, it's like all of a sudden we see every negative thing. And so, so it's, you always say it's the second most important decision you'll ever make.
Yeah.
Is who you end up marrying.
Yeah. Behind your decision to follow Jesus, marriage is probably the second biggest commitment. So, we just highly recommend, think that through. Be encouraged today. Again, if you're struggling, it can get better and it will get better if you focus on not quitting and actually working through your issues. So
yeah,
I'm hungry, so I want to get this video over with so I can tear into this here crab.
Okay.
So with that, Skim is out.
We'll see you later.